The aspect of Fiqh that we will be considering this evening is what we call Fiqh Bay or Fiqh Buyu. That is Fiqh about business transaction or Fiqh about trade transaction or sale transaction. As human beings, it is believed, and we are all witnesses to it, that we can't do without it, without buying and selling among ourselves. There are so many reasons for it. One of it is that I cannot have everything, and you cannot have everything. And as human being, you may be in need of what I have. Similarly, I can be in need of what you have. We have to have a way of exchanging, of getting what I want from you. We have to have a means of you getting what you want from me. And that is why Islam is a very comprehensive religion that deals and talks about all areas of life. So, business transaction, it is not an exception. Islam has come to control it so that it will be an area through which we will experience fairness among ourselves. There wouldn't be deceits, and there wouldn't be cheating among ourselves. So, I want to start by let me start by telling us that the topic is al-buyu'u al-mu'abbramati, al-buyu'u al-mu'abbramatu fil Islam. Business transactions that are forbidden in Islam. That is forbidding business transaction or trade transactions in Islam. What does that mean? What do we mean by al-bay'? That is business transaction. Scholar says al-bay'u huwa aqdu bayna al-tarafayn. It is a contract and agreement and a dealing between two parties. Al-ba'i'u wal mushtari, the buyer and the seller. Yutimu bi mujibi nakli maliki malkiyati sil'at nakli malkiyati sil'ati aw khidmatin min al-ba'i من البائع إلى المشتري. It is a transaction that makes the ownership of a commodity or a service be transferred from al-bai, the original owner of that commodity or service, which is likely to be the seller, ila al-mushtari, to the buyer. With a price, with a cost, a given cost, a given price. So that's the definition. This my phone, I want to transfer its ownership to someone who is in need of it. I do that by placing a cost, a price, and the price is collected and the phone is given. So after which the ownership becomes his and not mine again. Some other people say it is a mubadalatul man bil man. It is exchange of property with another property. I'll sell at bil man, or a commodity with money. ويكون برضا طرفين, and that is done with the satisfaction of both parties. You exchange commodity, you exchange property. When you have done that with consent, when you are all both consented to it, you are consented to having it, I'm also consented to releasing it with the price placed. So that is bail. This bail that we are talking about, business transaction in Islam, it has pillars, fundamentals, very important items that must be present before we say a business transaction is taking place. The number one of it is the seller or the owner of the service. A person who owns the commodity or that owns, that has a service, a skill he can give to benefit others. The number two is the buyer. You must have a buyer. You have what you want to sell and you don't have who wants to buy it. Then there cannot be sale. Am I right? Yes. So, number three is the commodity or the service. You must have what you want to sell, and you must have what you want to buy. You must have the service you want to render that someone is in need, that someone is in need of. And again, very important pillar of business transaction is permanent. That is the price, the cost. I will have to place a cost. I will look at what I have and say, okay, I value it. It's worth this. I want to collect this from you. In place of the services I want to render, or in place of the commodity I want to give to you. So all those are very, very important. Other things that we shall be talking about is shuru to see at it by. What are the conditions that govern the soundness or genuineness of a business transaction in Islam? Number one is what we call a rida, which means satisfaction or mutual consent. I must be consented to releasing my commodity. I must be consented to render a service. And you have to consent to receiving the service and receiving the commodity. So rida. Number two is al-qudrati ala taslim. I must be in capacity to release that commodity. I must be in capacity to release it. If I'm not in capacity to release it, that means I cannot give it to you. So what is not in my capacity to give out? We don't engage in the business transaction of which we know that the person we are collecting the commodity from, or the person that is to render the service, is not in the capacity to give it. So very important. Number three is al-ilmu bisil'ati wa thaman. We must know the condition of the commodity and we must know the price. Please. It must be clear to both of us the condition of the commodity, the condition of the services. You have to know that this person is in his profession, is to this level, and to this level, he can do this, he can do this. He's not a layman. You have to be sure of that. And you have to be sure of the price, the cost you are placing too. It must be clear to both parties, the buyer and the seller. Number four is Adam Dish. Adam will do the dish. There must not be ambiguity. There mustn't be ambiguities, an element of cheating. We must not be feeling element of cheating in the business transaction. It must be clear that this is a business that is pure, that it is without any deception. So it is important. Another thing we want to consider is anwa'ul bay', types of business transaction. We have al-bay'u an-nuqdi. This is a transaction that has to do with money. it is a business you are doing, you are doing that. Our understanding is that you are paying me money at the end of the day. It is money you are going to give me. And it's going to be cash. What I mean by cash is that it is monetary. You will pay me in money. Number 2 is al-bay'u al-ajil. That one is a type of business transaction that the payment is deferred. You pay later. You are going to pay later. But that later must be defined. In 2 weeks' time, in 1 month, it's allowed. 2. The other one is al-bay'u at-taqsid. That one is a sale based on instrumental payment. Instrumental payment is also allowed. I will pay, my payment plan is like this. I pay this amount 70% now and later pay the rest 30% or 30% first installment, 30% second installment, and 40% the last installment is also allowed in Islam. So all these are very important for us to know. Let us quickly go to what we call mashru'iyyatu al-bay' min mandur al-Islam. The legality of business transaction, trade transaction in Islamic perspective. Is it legal to do business, to trade in Islam? Yes. Let's consider the first source of Islamic law, which is Al-Quran. Almighty Allah mentioned about business transaction in Al-Quran. In Quran chapter 2 verse 275, that is Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah says, وَعَلَى اللَّهُ الْبَيْعَ وَأَحْرَمَ الرِّبَا. Almighty Allah has legalized, has made lawful and bay business transaction, trade transaction, selling and buying, وَأَحْرَمَ الرِّبَا, and he made unlawful riba, usury. So that is one of the verses in the Quran that made us to know that business transaction is allowed. In the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu, there are several hadith. One of it is where the Prophet said, Al-Bayyi'ani bil-Khiyar. The two parties in business transaction, they have the opportunity of selection. Malam yatafarraqa, as long as they have not departed. The buyer and the seller, they have options. They have opportunity of selecting, of deciding, of making a choice. You can make your choice. Malam yatafarraqa, as long as they have not departed. On that spot where you are transacting the business, you can say, I am buying, and you buy and go. You can say, I am no more buying. I can say, I am selling to you. And I can say, I am no more selling to you. The prophet said, we have options. Buyer and seller, they have options as long as they are on the spot, on that spot where the business transaction is happening. So, another one that is calling our attention to the fact that it is legal to engage in business transaction is what we call arido and mutabada. That is mutual consent. Mutual consent. Nothing stops, if we look at it logically, nothing stops me from saying what I am in need of, that I am pleased to have. If you are ready to give me, you are the owner, and I am the one in need of it. If you are ready to give it to me, it is allowed legally that the dealing can be done. So, and that is why in Quran chapter 4, that is Surah An-Nisa, verse 39, Allah says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, oh you believe, la ta'kulu amwalakum bainakum bil batil. Don't eat your property wrongly among yourself. Don't eat your property wrongly among yourselves, unjustly. Illa an takuna tijaratan an taradin minkum. Except it is from a trade of which you are both pleased with. The two parties are pleased with it. I am pleased to have a commodity which is your own. You are also pleased to release it to me. Then, what is now the barrier? So Almighty Allah has placed no barrier in between. That is one of the reasons why it is legal. It is one of it shows the legality of a trade. I want something, you want to release it, and particularly to me. So nothing is stopping the dealing. So another one is what we call al-adalatu wa shafafiyya. That is justice and transparency. Justice and transparency. The commodity you are ready to release it, and the price I'm placing, you are comfortable with it, you feel it commensurates with the quality of the commodity. That's adala, the quality. And transparency, when we are talking of transparency, we are talking of the fact that everything about the community, the commodities and about the services must be clear for both of us. See this table, it has broken. It doesn't have one start. The everything about it, I have to know it. And you have to know the condition of the commodity you are giving out. You must be sure of the condition, the situation of that commodity, and you too, as at the time you are collecting the thing, you must be sure of it. So that is Islam for us. So it mustn't be without it mustn't be with deceit or cheating, because the prophet said, "Al Muslim after Muslim." Muslims are what? Brothers. Wala yahillu li Muslim, and it is not proper, it's not right for a Muslim. Ba'a min akhihi bay'an fihi aibun illa akhbarahu bihi. It is not proper, it's not right for a Muslim for him to sell a commodity to his brother, knowing that that commodity is defect, is having defect, is defected, is not in good condition. You know it is having what is it called? Maybe it's broken, maybe it's not. You have to let your brother know. Yes, very, very important that we do it. And again, tahqiqul maslaha. It must be something that is going to be beneficial. So our business transaction must be on something that is going to be, what is it called? Beneficial. Not something that is going to be harmful. You don't sell what is going to be harmful to another person. So if you want to do any business, we have to be selective. My business is it going to be harmful to other people? If it is going to be harmful, you are not supposed to engage in that type of business. And something you know is going to be harmful, that is not going to be beneficial, you don't do business in it. And that is why Islam forbids, what is it called? Alcohol, the like sale of pork. Because it's harmful. Sale of all this, what is it called? Cigarette and the rest of the kind of what the people smoke, and that's why Islam doesn't allow that, and doesn't allow a Muslim to do it. These are harmful substances to human beings. So don't engage in business with it, don't sell it, and don't go and buy it. That is very, very important. Now, coming to Al-Buyul Mu'arrama, the business transactions, the trade transactions that are forbidden in Islam. Number one is riba, usury, interest. Allah says in the Quran, Quran 2, chapter 278. Last year, you had Ladina Aman. Oh, you believe. Taqullah. Fear Allah. Wadaru ma baqiya min al-riba. And forget about the left over of interest, the one you have been doing before. Forget about it. Abandon it right now. In kuntum mu'minin, if you are believers. That's when Almighty Allah abrogated usury among the early Muslims. Leave it. You have been doing it before. Now leave it. Enough is enough. And the Prophet said, there is an hadith that says, "Land of Rasulullah sallallahu akila riba." The messenger of Allah sought the wrath of Allah on those who eat riba, those who engage in usury. Wamukilahu, and also someone who is made to eat from it. Wakatibahu, and someone who is and those people that are someone who is made to write the transaction down, the clerk, the secretary, writing the process of taking interest. That is it. Washahidai, and the two witnesses of interest or usury transaction. May the wrath of Allah be upon them. That's what the Prophet said. So that's interest for you. Usury, because of its embedded harms in the society. We all know it. We are witnesses to it. One of it is that it kills it kills kindness. It erases kindness in the society. For you to be kind and for you to be merciful. Okay, I've said the word, to be sympathetic or empathetic, to feel what others are feeling. It kills that feeling in the society. If I can be in trouble of whatever and come to you as my brother, and you are telling me you assist me by giving out your money, so if I'm going to give you back next week, I'm going to pay an increase of so much. If it is 2 weeks to call, I'm going to pay an increase of this much. If it is 1 month, an increase of so much. Where is empathy? Where is massiveness? Where is it? Rahma, Watarahu, that Islam wants from me and you, from you to me, from me to you. Where is it? So that is riba, number 1. So all of us should go and check. What are we doing that is related to this aspect of a business, this type of business? Let's go and stop it. It is not Islamic. Number two, al-gharar. Al-gharar. What we mean by gharar is business that are not certain. They are not certain. They are business, but they are not certain. An example of it, gharar, uncertain business transaction, is when you are telling me you want to sell fishes in the ocean to me. People are buying it. People are buying it. Go to where we have rivers. You will see people saying that they want to take over this river today, and they will pay to the owners of the sons of the soil. They will pay for a portion of the river. People are buying it. This is an uncertainty. How do you know that portion of fish will be there? And the day you want to go and hunt for fish, how do you know that fish will come out that day? Okay. Okay. So that is it. I'm also saying that you are selling the bed in the sky. So this area, I am the owner of it. So I'm selling all of the beds. Okay? What capacity do you have on the bed? So that's an uncertain business. I pray Almighty Allah to deal with us. Inshallah, we are going to come to round off after Salat Isha. Jazakumullah khairan. Shukran lakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Allah